From sidekick to NXT World Champion, whoop that trick indeed, whoop that trick. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE NXT Spring Breakin' 2024 Week 1. Yeah, I decided to review this and next week's episode. Why? Because theme shows sometimes produce some great moments, and this show actually had some pretty good moments. It also had some stuff that reminded me, yeah, there's a reason I don't watch weekly NXT anymore. That being said, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. But yes, Trick Willie style, getting tricky with it. Boy, that really doesn't sound great in or out of context, does it? So, first things first, Cameron Grimes got released. He released an emotional message, and I felt bad for him. I feel bad for him. He's going to do just fine. Whether Impact, AEW, New Japan really should try to scoop him up for some of the U.S. shows. He's going to do some great things. They didn't use him right on the main roster. They barely used him at all. I mean, the last time we saw him was getting just squashed by Braun Breaker. Cameron Grimes, or rather Trevor Lee, as he was known before he came to WWE, you know what? He's still going to do some great things. Wish nothing but the best for him and everybody else that got released. So, let's get to the show. So, we have Ava and Adam Pearce in studio or backstage, and Nick Aldis is on one of the biggest TVs you will see on any wrestling program. They're talking about the draft, the upcoming draft, the WWE draft, where superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT are eligible to be drafted wherever, rearranging the furniture. So I am going to be doing the draft special on SmackDown and on Raw, and I will be doing NXT Spring Breakin' Week 2, Electric Spring Breakaloo. After that, I don't know how much weekly WWE I'm going to do in May, only because I'm going to be busy for the first couple weeks, and also I might add some more movies to my, channel and just take a bit of a break. So Vic is on commentary. He had to carry Booker, basically dragging him like a body through the goddamn floor. Look, Booker T is really, really rotten at commentary. Booker is an intelligent guy and actually can add some levity to commentary if he tried to. He doesn't want to. If we're going to pick on Pat McAfee, and there's plenty of reasons we can, his commentary has gotten abysmal. Booker is just as bad. So, slam. All three women are in the goddamn ring already. No entrances. We're just getting right into the action. So we have Lyra Valkyria looking to regain the NXT Women's Championship, taking on Tatum Paxley, who recently turned on her and said, "It's not yours anymore," and just snapped and everything. I did see that clip. Reminds me of something I saw in a movie once, but I digress. And also Roxanne Perez, who is the new NXT Women's Champion. And you know what? They all worked hard. Booker is dreadful. That's going to be a recurring theme here, but all these women worked hard. Roxanne, for her youth and just the fact that she's so young, she obviously has gotten it. The promos are still not great, but she has gotten it in the ring. Tatum was definitely shining here, and Lyra, I love Lyra's style. I wasn't so sure about her in NXT UK, which, whatever she was called, something Valkyrie, I forget exactly it. I mean, I could tell she could work, but now seeing her on a bigger stage, hey, you know what? She's really, really good. One of my favorites, in all honesty. One of the few that I tune in regularly. I'll watch her matches. I will watch stuff that she's involved in. They worked really hard here. They did some good stuff. There was a lot of triple teaming. Tatum, I guess, hit her finish. This weird inside out. It's almost like a page turner, except Tatum can wrestle. And Tatum, surprising everybody with a 450, a very nice 450, and then Roxanne jackknifed her 1, 2, 3. So, okay, Tatum was freaking out. She's not finished with Roxanne. Lyra didn't get pinned. Gives a chance for Lyra to get a possible one-on-one, and you can have everybody intermingling still. Roxanne escapes by the skin of her teats. I think that's how that phrase goes. And there you go. Good way to kick off the show. So then various talents weigh in on who will win, Dragunov or Trick. And then Thea, Fallon Henley, and I think that's Kalani Jordan. I think she looks different. I don't know. She looked taller, but nevertheless. They were talking, and look, all three of these women are talented. Thea, they need to get away from the Chase U stuff. The Chase U stuff is just stupid. Fallon, I've liked her since she was Tesha Price on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, and also, doing, unfortunately, jobber duty during the pandemic era of AEW, but now she's been in WWE for a bit. Kalani's not bad. Jada Parker basically is fed up. I actually totally agree. I'm fed up with the scripted nature of this stuff because these women seem like they can talk, but just this didn't do anybody any favors because it just felt so stagey. That being said, Jada is fired up to get a match. And then two giant men. One is named Tyson, one is named Tyreek. These are big lads. I don't know anything about them. Apparently they have competed on NXT Level Up. Are they good? Let me know in the comments. They are big lads and they are coming to NXT. So the Creeds and Ivy are backstage and Jesus, please, I'm begging you guys, get better writers or maybe let people speak from the heart and not like they're being held hostage just off camera. Like, please read this stuff in the most stagey way possible. D'Angelo family, Tony D'Angelo, Stacks, and the other guy, I didn't catch his name, took on the not Gulak-led no quarter catch crew. Drew Gulak, who apparently was a really, really naughty boy, has been released. They are not able to, they're not saying anything about him. Maybe they're going to let his contract run out. I don't know. There was a jump start, and they did a bunch of shit. That's Dempsey, Miles Bourne, I think, is the other guy, and then Damon Kemp. You know, the one good Kemp brother that they have. And yeah, D'Angelo made Dempsey, or pinned Dempsey with a spinebuster, almost made him tap out with a spinebuster is how I was going to say it. That wouldn't have worked. And yeah, he pinned the Heritage Cup champion, for whatever that means. The trophy thing is stupid. Stop having so many championships. Corbin then doesn't want to see Lexis King. Who the hell does, in all honesty? Jada Parker, along with whatever Scripps' group is named, took on Fallon Henley, and it was a match where they certainly tried. Look, Jada has a good look. A very good look. There is a reason why a lot of people like her. She has personality and also, look, she leads with her ass and bunts people in the corner with her ass and uses her ass as a weapon. She looks good. I mean, it's hard to ignore that. Fallon Henley also looks good. And look, they tried. They tried. The, bump sponsored by the country of Djibouti. And then Fallon comes back with some flying fists. And then another booty bump. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. Jada got the victory. Was what it was. So, backstage with JC Jane and Jasmine Nix, or Lynx, or the Lynx. Oh boy, if she's battery operated, we are in trouble because the Lynx ate up batteries just like the Game Gear. That is a deep cut for gaming fans. Who made the Lynx? Let me know in the comments if you know who made the Lynx. I know who did, but I want to know if you know. So, JC is very good at this and miscast among all this goofiness. She's going to end Thea Hale. And then we get a video package on Lola and Natty. They're going to have an NXT Women's Underground match for some reason. And then JD McDonough is there. He thinks that Trick isn't the guy. Bate and Dunn think that the main event's going to be pretty good. And then they took down all the ropes during these backstage things, set up the carpet, and had everybody there ready to do the NXT Underground contract signing. So Ava's there. And yeah, there's a bunch of wrestlers just banging the mat. I hated the NXT or the Raw Underground stuff, so I don't know why I'm going to like it any better here. So Natty comes out with Carmen, I don't know what the hell her name is. Carmen Sandiego is what I'm going to call her. She needs to wear a red hat and a coat and then have wings to take her away. Who remembers where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So Lola comes out and look, they do promos. Lola says, I must break you. Natty's going to beat some respect into her. Who is Lola's partner? Training partner, that is. It's Shayna. That's the biggest pop Shayna Baszler has gotten in a while, and that's no disrespect to her, no slight against her. That's just how she's been featured. So, welcome back, Chance. Get a bit of a promo from Shayna, and then she shoves Carmen. She gets kicked, and Shayna's just out on the floor, seemingly disappearing. Good training partner there. Good job. You just whiffed it all with Shayna right there. And then we get a brawl and a cat fight, shrieking Joey Styles noises. And then, yeah, we get Ridge. Ridge is still around for some reason. And here's Spears, and he wants to bring the rage of Ridge out of him and says, let those thoughts out and everything. Let those thoughts out into the ether. I think this segment should have been drowned in ether. I don't know why they made Sean Spears this guy that's just trying to get in your head. So anyway, the Final Testament is going to bring things back to the good old days. Remember when AOP actually, were thought of as good? Yeah, it's been a while. Paul Ellering has got to be thinking, I'm getting paid to basically do nothing. Black and Gold never dies. If this is an example of Black and Gold, I hate to say it, Black and Gold should stay dead. I like Ellering. I could take or leave everybody else, even Scarlett, because she serves no purpose. Axiom Verge and Nathan Frazier are wondering, what the fuck is going on here? Can we beat them? We're really small. Other tag teams are there, and Gallows and Anderson are there, and then a mirror broke. Yeah, I feel like breaking a mirror over my head whenever Gallows and Anderson are around. Why are they there? Funny how they were talking about NXT and everything, and NXT had to move off of Wednesdays because they were getting beaten and everything, and now suddenly they're there. And yeah, I know, they were upset because they got released. Well, Gallows and Anderson were never really that talented to begin with. So nevertheless, and I guess they're making it a whole thing where Idris Enofe has bad luck, and now he broke a mirror. Sol Ruca took on Davenport. Speaking of broken mirrors, I really feel like breaking a mirror over my face whenever Davenport's around. Look, Davenport, for her experience level, is not very good. You know what else wasn't very good? This match. It's a beach brawl. A show called Beach Brawl, drawing more fans. I think they actually drew about as many fans for this as Herb Abrams drew for the UWF Beach Brawl. If you get that, you are a deep-cut wrestling fan. There was a bunch of beach shit all around. This was stupid and I hate it. I hated it. I like Sol Ruca. I don't get the appeal of Blair Davenport, the human death mask as I call her. There was a ball pit, a beach table, and a soul snatcher where she hit on a surfboard. It was nice for Blair to basically blatantly hold that surfboard piece right there until the soul snatcher got hit. That's good camera work right there. I don't want anybody hurt. This hurt my pride though. It made me not want to really see that much of Sol Ruca, even though I am going to watch more of her stuff. It really didn't encourage me to seek out more of her stuff in the immediate future, because I might need to wash the taste out of my mouth that this match left. This was garbage. This would have been garbage no matter who was in it. Alright. So who the hell else is here? Oh, by the way, Trick got advice from his mom, or encouragement from his mom, and then a garden gnome showed up. I'm sorry, that's Johnny Gargano. And then Corbin lost to Lexus King. Corbin's apparently going back to the main roster. It is what it is. Look, I mean, people liked what he did with Steiner, Braun Breaker. I have a bit of an issue with Corbin because he decided to pick on a friend of mine for absolutely no reason. I don't care if it was a number of years ago. Kind of showed how much of a piece of shit he is. But that being said, he's still pretty over with the fans for whatever reason. And he's been a model employee, I guess. Lexus King, I'm sorry. I don't get it. I'm never going to get it. He had a chance as Brian Pillman Jr. And the thing about Metheny, which was great. It was better than anything he'd been involved in since. Week 2 rundown. I think they're having a tag title match. They're having Obafemi versus Ivar. Oh boy. And they're having the NXT Underground match. And then I think they're having Thea versus JC. You know what? I'm still going to watch week 2, but I don't know. So Sarah's with Ilya. Ilya respects him, but he's going to beat him. Then Trick's with Byron. Whoop that Trick. All that stuff. I'm not going to go blow by blow with this particular match. Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov. NXT Championship versus Trick's NXT run. Basically, Trick says, I'm done in NXT if I can't win. They went, pretty hard and heavy right away, which is exactly how you want to go when you're just wanting to exhaust yourself in Florida. In a wrestling match and only there. And they laid it all in. Trick was hitting Ilya's moves, the H-bomb, the torpedo. Then they go outside, we get a rock bottom. I call it a bookend, but Booker T doesn't deserve to have a move named after him until he decides to do commentary the good way and not whatever fucking way he does. At least an acceptable way. But rock bottom through the announcer's table, and then an H-bomb, super H-bomb for 2. And then Ilya goes for another one, but ends up hurting his wrist because he had that hurt wrist when he took on Tony D'Angelo recently. I don't remember if it was Stand Deliver. I think it was. I'm trying to remember some of this. But he ends up hurting his wrist. That costs him where they go for a move, and they're going to go for a meet in the middle. But Trick hits the knee. The Trick shot. 1, 2, 3. Big pop. And Trick Williams is the new NXT champion. Big celebration. Good stuff. We get a hug from Ilya and showing, this is the guy. Now, Ilya is going to go and murder people on the main roster. And he is going to Raw. There is no way that he's going wherever Gunther is. We are going to either get them having a feud, or we're going to have them team up. Maybe Ilya is going to be part of Imperium and everything, and then he's going to go rogue and go nuts and everything, and give me that match at Mania. You can put that match at Mania, and people will love it. So that being said, NXT Spring Breakin was what it was. There were some good moments, and then there was also stuff, again, that reminded me, I don't want to cover this stuff weekly until it gets better, i.e. getting Booker off of commentary and eliminating the comedy stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.